What's going on YouTube is Playmaker Way with the playbook. And really quick, this is S&P 500. And I just want to show you how me and the free signal room, first link in description, I call out about 5 signals daily, both currency pairs and indices, metals, all of that, just to show y'all exactly how my strategy works. Because it's one thing to show you how I made some quick profit or, a trade. It's a different thing when y'all are actually in the trade with me and making a profit and collecting the same amount of pips I am, and you get to actually see in real time what my strategy does. So you see it on the right side of the screen, the signal I called out, how all the TPs were hit, and you see where it eventually ended, okay? So now I'm about to break it down. The original TPs was just gonna be 3,000 pips, but SPX kept tanking. As you can see, it went to a whole nother zone. Because my original TP was just this zone. Because I'm a zone trader. That's what all these lines are. All these lines are zones I've identified. I'm gonna explain that in just a moment, okay? But this was the ultimate TP. The original TP was here, but it kept going, as you can see. And also, as we zoom out, just look how price reacts to all these zones. That's why these zones are important, because as you can see, price literally rejects these zones and treats them as support resistance levels. And as you can see, we've just been catching literally thousands of pips day after day after day, week after week, just off this pair alone. But this strategy works for everything: crypto, currency pairs, indices, metals, stocks too, but that's a little bit different unless you're trading stocks on Forex. But option trading, you would need to use the strategy a little bit differently. But yeah, now let's go and break down this trade exactly how I did. So one thing I always like to remind my students is that we're day trading, okay? Day trading. So if we're day trading, we need to be at least on the daily time frame to begin with. So I always start off on the daily time frame so I can see exactly what price has been doing on a day-to-day basis. And also with this, I can see what's been doing on a weekly and monthly basis. As you can see, we've been in a downtrend for the past few weeks, if not months. We've slowly been breaking zones, breaking levels, dropping, retracing, dropping, retracing, consolidating a little. That's a little ugly one. But anyways, y'all get the point. We've just been in the downtrend, okay? So, me seeing that, unless I see something different when I go in a smaller time frame to see how prices reacting to the zones, as you can see, I've been mainly going for sales. And also, what I want you to see is that literally all the trades I call out, we're literally catching the entire, this is the whole point of these zones. See, with scalping strategies and other strategies with all these indicators, you're just catching a movement. You're just catching a lower high or a higher low. But with my strategy, we're actually catching and trying to predict and project which way price is going for the entire day. And then that's how we catch so many pips, because we're literally catching the entire move for the entire day. We're literally holding the trade the entire day and then catching the entire move for the day. There's no other strategy out there that's like this. There are some other day trading strategies, but one that we catch the whole move for the whole. Go to your charts right now. Go to a YouTube video where they're showing a whole daily candlestick move and they're not swing trading. We hold the trades for a day, 2 days max. It's not really even 2 days, it's literally 24 hours and some change, because you know how the trading days, how you know when it closes a new candle starts. So technically it's not even 2 days, it's literally just 24 hours and some change, the latest. And this is the trade from 10,000 pip trade move I called in the free signal room this week. As you can see, this was called on the 5th. I will show you I already showed y'all, but as y'all saw the dates, it said the 5th. But also, one, I want you to see, there's a lot of things I want you to pay attention to. First, how we were barely in any drawdown for that trade. And two, how we caught the entire daily candlestick move. And three, how harshly it rejected after hitting this zone level. That's a rejection wick. What they call that, like a hammerhead or whatever. But I call this a rejection wick, okay? Because as you can see, every time it touched one of these zones, that's what it did. It rejected. And also with these zones, you're also able to identify why price did that, because it's a whole, I have a video on this. I'll drop an up-to-date video in the future, but I'm gonna put it in here. I'll have a video how to read candlesticks and read the charts and identify the trends. These wicks are very important because there's a difference between a full candle like this and then we see something like this or this or this or this, or even this one right here. And you really have to think and question why price did that. What made price do this? A lot of people don't question that. Instead, they're like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. If you don't understand, you got to take some time to try to figure it out so you can understand. Does that make sense, y'all? So I go on the daily time frame to mark off my zones, my levels. I teach my students how to exactly do this so they can trade on their own. I already have some students successfully trading on their own. I'm talking about a month and some less than a month already taking trades on their own. So it's really up to you, because I can give you the keys to success. I can give you the keys to the car, right? But if you don't know how to drive the car, what is the point in me giving you the keys? You feel me? Like, you actually got to put some work in on yourself as well. You got to do some internal work and actually put the effort in, because I can tell you how to, you know what I'm saying? People want to lose weight or work out. We can tell you, give you a routine, but if you don't consistently stick to that routine and put that routine into practice, are you going to lose weight? Are you going to make any gains in the gym? No, you're just going to know how to do something, but not do it. So I ain't going to make no promise, and I'm not one of those people. I ain't going to make no promises, but I can promise one thing though, that free signal room is free. And every trade I call out, I'm actually entering in real time. So this move right here, I was in it as well. I always show screenshots of me in the trades and all that when TPs are hit. I can go ahead and check that out. But now, after we had the daily time frame marked up, what we need to do is go on a smaller time frame, because this is where people haven't messed up. People go on a smaller time frame to try to trade. No, you go on the smaller time frames to see exactly what price is doing at that time. When you go on Yahoo, Google, or Microsoft, whatever, those little stock websites, are they showing you a chart on the 5 minute or 2 minute or 1 minute time frame? Or is it the daily time frame or up? It's usually the daily time frame or up. There's a reason for that. So after you go on the daily time frame, mark up all the zones and the levels, the key levels, then you go on a smaller time frame. I usually go, I go to different time frames, but when I'm looking for my entries, my SLs, my TPs are the zones, obviously, but I'm looking for my SLs and my minor TPs, because price doesn't, again, we're on the daily time frame, and these are thousands of pips. Not every day is it going to move 1,000 pips. It might take 2 days, it might take 3 days sometimes. So that's where I have minor TPs, and I teach my students how to identify the minor TPs. But basically, you go to the past, you see what price did in the past, and you find those key levels on the smaller time frames, and those are your TPs, okay? But the SL, so first I'm skipping a step. So with the zone trading, you're always going to want to look at 3 levels, the 3 closest levels, okay? The big 3, I call them the golden 3. So the original TP was just like 3,000 pips, okay? This was the original TP. It was just 3,000 pips. Still a lot of, still a 1 to 2 risk to reward, but it was just 3,000 pips. And the reason, in my SL, okay, so this is the main zone, the middle zone. That's the main zone. That's the zone prices are currently on. And what we want to see off the main zone is whether it's going to respect or reject this level. If it respects the level, that means it's going to go on top, and it's going to become a support level and then go to the upside. And then that's when we'll be looking at this zone, the top one. If it rejects it, like it's doing currently, that's when we see it's reacting, expecting it as a resistance level. And it's going to go to the downside and go to this zone. And this is the 15-minute time frame. And I'm trying to get it to focus. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. But as you can see, from the red candles, let me go on a bigger time frame so it'll make it a little easier, because I think it's all the small lines making it hard for y'all to see it on the thing. Okay, so as you can see, price hit it, and then the red candles that showed it shoot down, and I went on the hour time frame. So literally for four plus hours, it's been under this and rejecting it, showing that it's not going to break it. So when I saw that, that was my other confirmation, and that's why I was like, okay, I'm really looking for sales. So let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. So when I knew where I was going to go, I knew I was looking for sales, Now I know where my TP is going to be, well, my ultimate TP, but now I need to find my SL. My SL is going to be above this zone and also above the highest level above the zone, which would be this level right here. Because as you can see, this is the zone, and this is a level above the zone. Okay. As you can see, you also see where this dotted line is right here. So you see here and here. Now look at the dotted line. You see that? You see how it's green and then on the right is red? Right underneath the dotted line? That's not a coincidence either. My stop loss is going to be a little bit above this level of traffic above the zone. Because again, I'm looking for sales, but it could still hit the zone, play around, it could go above it a little bit. But if it breaks past this level above the zone, then it's most likely going to switch and turn to a support level and then go to the upside. So if it breaks past this, and as you can see, this is where my stop loss is. So if it breaks past this, then I'm most likely wrong, and it's going to go on the upside. Literally how I set up my SL, my ultimate TP. Again, my minor TPs are based off in the past, the traffic levels in the past. I calculate it, teach my students how to exactly do that. But now let's do a bar replay and just see exactly how price, played out in real time. This is quick. Obviously, it didn't happen that quick. But as you can see, it literally just, look how price reacted, respected. And again, this was on the 5th, so it didn't do all this on the 5th. It literally just hit here and then shot back up. But I just want to see how price literally reacts to these zones in real time. You see how it's playing around on this level before it breaks it and shows us there's going to be a support level, and then it respects this other golden line. It's underneath it, then it drops. You think that's a coincidence? Look at it. You literally see it bouncing in the zone. Right in your face, y'all. Can't make this up. This is literally how you catch easy pips. Alright. If y'all enjoyed that video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you got any questions. You want to contact me directly, you can contact me on my Telegram or my Instagram. On my Instagram, I also document and post all the results as well as my mentorship results. But the free signal room is the first thing in the description. Also, again, if you want to contact me, you can contact me on my Instagram at playmaker_way. Same thing as the YouTube channel, but underscore in between. All right. Check me out there. See you on the next video.